it's Katsumi, and today I'm summoning the cards for a timeless money reading. So whenever you find this, trust that your intuition will deliver the messages meant for you. Now let's hop in and see what you need to know about your money right now. So yeah, just before I started the reading, I got this message around having passive income and starting an emergency fund. Something around emergency fund. Make sure that it's like 3 to 6 months in to like of savings, and just keep replenishing it as you go. Definitely got that message. Also, something along the lines of finding a business pursuit that aligns with your passion, which is also very, very, very important. All right. Universe is also asking you to take time to invest in a smart direction. So make informed investment decisions, research opportunities, diversify your portfolio, and stay patient to achieve long-term financial growth, right? So especially when you are setting up your 401k, right? Setting up your Roth IRA, setting up your taxable brokerage accounts, and everything else in between. Definitely take time, even high yield savings accounts. These things take long-term financial investing. You kind of just sit on it for a long time, right? For years to come. And sometimes you may not ever sell a stock that you buy into, and that's okay too. But as long as you have that investment in place for the long term, and you're watching that grow over decades, several decades, if anything, that's just going to allow you to elevate in your finances. We also have mindful spending and also side hustle underneath that. So with that smart investment, definitely be mindful of your spending. Practice mindful spending, evaluate your purchases, and differentiate between needs and wants, and make conscious decisions to enhance your financial well-being, right? So yeah, as you go into smart investing and become more mindful about how you spend your money, anything that you don't use can go right into your investment or into that emergency fund we were talking about, right? And the emergency fund very well could just be something that you put, to the side that's also accruing money over time, rather than just sitting in the bank. And then also retirement planning. This is very, very important, especially now that we're talking about smart investments. But plan for a comfortable retirement, contribute to retirement accounts, estimate your future needs, and adjust your saving strategy as needed. Okay, so as you're planning for your retirement, whether you're close to that sometime soon within the next 10, 20, 30 years, but yeah, or even more, definitely take some time to just think through and yeah, just plan accordingly. Also, time management. Master your time for maximum productivity. Prioritize tasks, use tools like calendars and to-do lists, and eliminate distractions to achieve your goals effectively. There's quite a few different ways of planning or tracking your documentation, whatever works for you, or go with that. And if you haven't found something quite yet, definitely work towards finding a way that you can really document your financial planning over time. Like an Excel sheet of some kind, or even like a notepad. It doesn't matter where it starts as long as you begin, right? And definitely take some time to maintain your financial boundaries, right? Establish and maintain financial boundaries, communicate clearly with your family and friends, avoid lending money you can't afford, and prioritize your financial health, right? Sometimes it's really hard to do that, especially with family. But a great way that I kind of just think about is say for instance, family member ever says, hey, I need XYZ amount of money, just you can say, yeah, I can help you with this time around, but just know that next time I won't be able to, And if they agree to that, then there you go. You kind of everything works out. You kind of set your boundaries. You're able to help them in the immediate term, but for the near future, they'll have to figure things out as they go, right? And that's a little bit harder to do, especially if they've been getting your support for much longer than just one period at a time, right? But it's good to start building that financial boundary ahead of time so that you can build your wealth for the future and have a successful retirement plan. Okay. Also, networking power. Build a strong professional network, attend industry events, join online groups, and cultivate relationships that can offer support, advice, and opportunities. That's so beautiful. I remember in the past readings for money and career, we were getting something along the lines of that, hey, the universe is go out, go to these job events, go network, right? Talk to your professional network, attend these events, because you never know, opportunities await you, right? So that's pretty cool. That's very exciting, the idea of like going out to an event as well. Ooh, work-life balance. Yes, that's super, super important. So for those of you who are working at this time, it's always important to create some sense of work-life balance. Even if you're an entrepreneur or looking for a job, this is very important. You know, you are working for yourself at all times. So definitely strive for balance in your career. Okay, and within your personal life as well, that's just as important. Okay, set boundaries, prioritize your self care. Okay, and ensure you have time to relax and like almost like bond with your family, friends, your pets, and just almost like the idea of like showing up in the home is like very different from being at home. You know what I mean? It's like you can be at home, but showing up in the home is so much more of a step up, right? Oh, we got two here. Expense tracking. So track your expenses diligently. Use apps or spreadsheets. We were talking about that, which is so funny. Review your spending habits and identify areas where you can save money. 100%. And some of you are already doing this already, and the universe is saying, keep doing your thing. You're already identifying areas where you can save. And as long as you just keep up that hard work of yours, everything is going to work out in the near and long term. Also, job satisfaction. Seek satisfaction in your job, identify what you enjoy about your work, and seek out tasks that align with your interests and advocate for changes that improve your experience. Many of us are, in these environments where initially we go in them and we're like, oh, this is so amazing, but then turns out things get a little sour. This could happen, especially with jobs that we initially go into because this thing was our hobby. Like, let's say you're an artist. You love doing art. You go in as an artist, but then you realize it's not a hobby anymore because it's now turned into a job. So now you need a new hobby, right? So, like, rekindle all those memories of like what it is that you love to do about art, and yeah, just kind of advocate for those changes so that you can elevate your working environment and improve how you see it, right? And this is just like one perspective when it comes to art. It could be in sales, it can be in business, it can be in anything that you do work-wise. Just keep advocating for yourself and keep promoting like and pushing towards like the things that you want to do, right? Especially in a positive way. Show up in the way that you want the work to show up for you, right? Okay, so let's check out these other messages here as well. Okay. Ooh, fast changes. Things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. Take bold steps forward. Definitely got that energy with the job satisfaction card. And about being just mindful in general. Okay. And take those bold steps forward, especially with your finances. Independence. Manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. Yeah, that's really hard to do. But once you get into it, you'll find that you are much more wiser and much more capable than you think. Okay, and also invest. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. So invest wisely, right? Keep in mind what things work for you, and yeah, just stick with that. Okay. And gambling, excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. So some of you are gambling. Definitely take some time to reflect on how this is impacting your finances at this time. Okay. Because if you want to invest smartly, you'll have to kind of kick some of those bad habits. All right, so training, you still have some new skills to acquire before you can really advance to the next stage of your career. Okay, so some of you are looking at your career as like the way to gain more financial abundance, right? Just take some time to look at ways you can like elevate in your skill set. Maybe you need some sort of certifications. I'm getting some of you are in the IT field or like some computer science engineer, right? Maybe you're an architect of some kind. You need some sort of certification to kind of elevate in your career or go like one step up. But it might take a little bit of time and also might require a financial investment just to take the test. I would say definitely do the training so you can actually go forth and elevate in the way that you want to in your career. Okay, also a little bit of focus is required from you. It's going to be difficult to be productive when your energy is scattered in so many places. So, as you were mentioning before about that work life balance as well as the satisfaction, definitely take some time to kind of just strive for balance in both your career and in your personal life, which is going to allow you to get that focus that you desire and need at this time. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, innovate. Okay, so with the right inspiration, you can bring a novel approach to almost anything. What can you innovate to contribute towards making the world a better place? A lot of people, there's like this word called like ikigai. I think it's like Ikigai, if I'm not mistaken. And it's about combining your purpose with what you're good at, with what you love to do, and how you will change the world. And that is like the thing that you should do in life. Try to almost think about that and kind of see how you can innovate the way you go about your day to day. Okay. Ooh, dream job. Did you ever think you could get paid just for being yourself? Ooh, that's so interesting. We were just talking about the ikigai, and yeah, you get something about dream job, which is all of these things, an accumulation of who you are as a person, is going to create that dream job for you. And so in order to get to that point in your life, you will need to have some sense of like advocating for yourself and kind of just identify what it is you enjoy about your work and seek out those interests, seek out those opportunities. Ooh, slippery. Okay. Something tells me I should take this one. Ooh, financial commitments. Okay. Long term investments. We do have a lot of communication about long term investments. So, definitely within your career, there's going to be some sort of sense of partnerships, working together, and having a fulfilling career. And that is almost like the key or the ring to the success or like the union of that commitment. Okay. So, just keep making those long term investments in both personal and professional, you know, avenues within your life. Ooh, okay. Gold, solid finances, investing, integrity, deep values, banking, long term position, satisfying work. Some of you are investing in gold at this time. But yeah, you're also considering selling some of your assets to regain and replenish your finances, right? But there's also a sense of integrity and having deep value for some of the connections that you've had over the time, over the course of many years. But yeah, you're just kind of thinking about the long term. And within your career, some of you might be bankers. We do have a sense that some of you are in these long term positions, and you're very satisfied with the work you're doing already. You're very fulfilled, and it's because you have a partnership already there. Maybe some of you are married to someone that you have a business with. So that's why there's like a long term investment with partnership attached to it as well. Very cool. Also, gift and giving and receiving, gifting. Interesting. So a lot of reciprocity there, a lot of giving and receiving. There's also a sudden windfall and generosity coming through. There's financial support. There's a work surprise and a vacation on its way. So some of you will also be getting quite a few surprises towards your vacation time or even after. Okay, and yeah, you're going to be like feeling on cloud nine. I'm getting some of you are going on vacation, and when you come back, there's good news for you. And you're like, what? No way. And that's like leading to your job satisfaction and your dream job, which is really crazy. Wow. Okay, that's really nice to see there. And then also, oh, cutlery. Okay, so some of you are chefs, maybe. That's pretty cool. But yeah, business tools, needing more money, living well, food related, sole provider, more work. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. So in terms of career, if some of you are looking for job opportunities in terms of what you want to do going next, something around partnership might be of interest to you. Banking, maybe someone who does like I was getting tourist or something like some sort of like a tour guide, something that's food related. We also got like we did get a lot of banking energy as well. So some of these opportunities might be of interest. So definitely check that out if that's of interest. But yeah, definitely getting also entrepreneurial vibes where you have like you're the sole provider of something or the sole creator of this thing. But that might also be tied to a partnership or working with someone to elevate in your finances and within your career. Really, really cool. But yeah, that's all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe to be a part of this wonderful community. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.